Hello! Hello everybody! Yes indeed, Sneck, it's in shorts form. I literally thought that maybe it'd be something a bit different, you know? Oh, let me just quickly get something else recording that I need. There we go, because obviously I need this footage. There we go. So yes, hello Sneck, Ace of Dragons, Nimnem7, Nightwalker, hi guys, hello, hello. Patrick Hoffman, hello, hello. Yeah, it's a bit weird doing shorts, it's true, but you know what? I thought a change of pace, something a little bit different, see what exactly we can scrounge up, you know what I'm saying? Hello, Calamity Control, hello, hello. Yes, we are going to continue on with this here Salamander. But of course, before we begin, as always, sound check. Sound check. Can you hear me alright? Is the music alright? All that kind of jazz. Salamander looks cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Actually, let me just move the mic up a bit. There we go. So a little bit better, I think. Oi, hold still. There we go. Appreciate all the hearts. Zeke said hi. Hello, Zeke, who said hi. Right. Anyway, let's continue onwards. Now that I'm here, I'm thinking, right, Vulcan lives, indeed, myth. That's what I love, or myths, I should say. Only be here for like 10 minutes? Well, we appreciate you being here for these 10 minutes, amigo. We do indeed, Patrick. Alright, now let's have a quick think. Difficult while playing Halo Firefight. Well, I appreciate it, Firewalls, I appreciate it. Alright, so, obviously we've done most of the shading and highlights for the green itself, because that was all done with an undercoat. The gold, I know that will need, I think, a shading. Yes, I think shading's what we're onto on this one. Dagon! Hello, Dagon! Hello, hello. Time to read your new books. Oh, what new books have you got? Five Nights at Freddy's Gamer. Hello! And you subbed. Thank you, Dagon. I appreciate that. And Pollux G. Hello, hello. Anyway, let's crack onwards. I know I'm going to need a little bit of this lead belcher for something I'm going to do very shortly, so I'll put that to the side. Let's get this chest done. I don't think it's already been done. If it was last week. Either way, I'll need that Reichland Flesh Jade. Where art thou hiding from me, Reichland Flesh Jade? Ah, there we go. Magnifique. Snack! Painted an ultramarine, and damn it, I'm liking them. Hell yeah, you're liking them. Also did a bit of Gilliman. Excellent stuff. The ultramarines are my all-time favourite, always will be. Would I do a blue fire effect on the flamer? I wasn't going to do... Well, there is going to be an element of blue to it, but... it's going to be more like regular fire for the most part, but there is going to be like a decent bit just up there. Day 18 million of asking for cringe Wattpad fanfics, narrated by you, Chapter Master. Oh dear, I must have missed those other 18 million times, because I'll have to count as just one, I'm afraid. Right, let's get a bit of that Reichland Flesh Shade on here, shall we? As always, this is being recorded for future video, so say hi to your future self, of course, as always. Also, Artie, again, pause my homebrew chapter. Back to my roots of Guard and Imperial Agents, nice. Also, would you think the new Cortez would look good for an Inquisitor kit bash? I've not actually really seen it yet, so I couldn't tell you. But in my experience when it comes to kit bashing, if you have a vision, you know if something will work or not, really. There we go, look at that. I love it, I love it. Am I going to do the transfers? I might do the Salamander head transfer here, but I'm going to attempt to do the flame by hand. But I'll do the flame first, and if I feel like it, maybe I'll try to do by hand the Salamander head, but I don't know if I'm that confident. I'm not that good. I'm very good at improvising, and that's about it. Not looking forward to painting the Saturn you did yesterday. What are you painting them as? That's the real question. What are you painting them as, Calamity Control? How's the Necron kill team going? It's going very well, thank you. Oh, big hair of mine there, let's remove that. Yeah, it's going very well. I don't think it'll be long until the death marks are finished. And with that, it will then just be the Immortals, of which I believe is going to be 2, and then one more of the little shrimp guys, I forget his name, and then the team's done. I'm hoping by then I'll be able to finish the Knight, because of course the base of the Knight is not yet done, and I intend for it to be done, but we shall see. Reichland Flesh Shade is held responsible by the big hidden stain on the other side. It's responsible for the big stain on the other side of your desk. Oh, I've got a stain somewhere on this table from Nolan Oil, I believe it was. Should I continue working on Zangors or reading a refreshing book? Well, if it's refreshing, you need to read the refreshing book. That's not going to be Reichland, so we'll leave that be. A little bit under here. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Day 3 of asking for a live reading to return. I was thinking about that just yesterday, and this morning as it happens. I just need to find something that really captures me. There we go. I swear wash pots are intended to be knocked over. You are right, they are. They're tall, top-heavy, and nice free indeed. Hopefully it will be nice, Nightwalker, we shall see. You still have an idea on the teleporting effect? I do, as it happens, I do. I will keep that a little close to my chest for now. I had an awful lot of comments on that video regarding when I set up the portal. A lot pointing out that I should 3D print it or that it's hexagonal. I'm like, don't worry. I know that they're hexagonal. The rounded shape of the portal, that is not the end product. Don't you worry, there is a plan, I say in my head. You reply to one comment, but a lot of people don't see it. There we go, that's lovely jubbly. Excited to see the death marks, oh yes. I mean, they're looking pretty good right now, actually. I've done a little bit of faint glow with them. But it's, I'm still working on my glow. Chapter Master has spoken. Hey! Emp Kids, nice. Like a mini diorama almost. I love me a mini diorama. Right, so with that, let's have a quick glance around. I know that this is going to need some... In fact, it needs a little bit more detailing. But I'll work on that a bit later. Oh, a skull! A skull got away! Look, that's not a gold skull. Egad! Alack! Avast! And various other exclamations. Where's me gold? Come hither. I ain't standing for that. Do you think you're going to do more Necrons or another kill team after you finish your Necron kill team? I don't know, because in the end, I wanted to do a kill team, of course. But the only reason it was Necrons, I had it voted for in my Discord. And Necrons won by a decent, healthy amount. Maybe I will do another kill team, because I have quite enjoyed it. Like a smaller project with a bit more variety than an average unit from 40k, you know what I'm saying? It's another reason why I kind of enjoy doing this with just individual Space Marines. Because I kind of just do one, get to focus on that, and then move on to something a little different. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Wipe a bit off ski. No spill. Well, damn, look at that. No spill. What has happened to me? Oh, what's my phone telling me? My phone is saying something. Ah, of course. I've been expecting a delivery today, but I wasn't expecting it till later. And now it's saying, yo, it's gonna be here in like 4 stops. I'm like, oh, great, thanks. Right in a live stream. There we go. Transfers are worse than getting flayed by Night Lords. I don't know about that. If you're doing a vehicle, a big sheer side of it, it ain't that bad in my opinion. So building your first big Tyranid model. Oh, what is your big Tyranid model? Do tell, do tell. In my head, this is just an Alpha Legion dude in disguise. Or maybe every single model I've ever done is Alpha Legion in disguise. There we go, that skull's not bad at all. Love the plasma effect on the hammer. Thank you. It's very muted, very dull, but I want it to be sort of like low power. You know, the big effect is going to be the fire that's going to come out of here, which we should do today, all going to plan. But we will see. Waiting for the AdMech kill team to be released on its own. I won't lie, I would probably love to do AdMech one of these days. I've never done AdMech. I'd love to, though. Because they just look so... They have, like, skinny machinery, you know what I mean? A very skinny or 50s-esque machinery, which is really cool. Let's get a bit of that wash on you. There we go. Magnifique. Day 1 of demanding that Santa return. Ah, yes. Alas, at the moment, I'm not sanding anything, otherwise it would go back to the old days of sand. Snip, snip, snip. Who here has been around long enough to remember those days? The old days of sand. But alas, the style of content I do now doesn't really work with that anymore. Alas. And I'm not building right now, so I can't. Snack and Firewalls, of course. Will you paint another mini next stream? I will paint minis every stream. It is what I do. I mean, we occasionally do improv games of, like, D&D, I think. Like, 40k style D&D. Such as the game where an orc infiltrated the Imperial Palace, ended the Emperor, became the Herald of Khorne, and just took over the galaxy. That was pretty dope. And I might occasionally read something. But yes, of course, Snack and Firewalls were around. They remember the olden days. Artifexus is a sweetie pie. Absolutely. The sweetest, darling. I mean, like a different mini. Oh, it's in theory, yes. And I will have a vote. Does he have a Sakan head? No, this is just a regular head, but I did have a good look for one that was bald. But other than that, no, it's just an average Joe guy. Gonna have to go now, sad face. Hope to see your finished product later on. What you should do is going to be part of a series. Thank you for joining, Nightwalker. I do appreciate it. Right, now let us have a wee think to ourselves. Done the shading for that. I am saving the shading for this for in a moment. I'm going to add a burn effect. I don't think there's much. Oh, a little bit of fire there. I need the null oil. Thankfully, I've got that out already. Just slap a bit on there. There we go. Nothing too crazy. Easy peasy. I'm going to prime it in Wraithbone and painting it in the OG colours. Nice. I need to do Tyranids one of these days. But I'm not sure what I would start with. There we go. Beautiful. Sick, says Mango the Rango. If you're talking about my model, thank you. If you're talking about what anyone else is talking about, I'm sure it is indeed sick. Good luck on the eyes. Yeah. Well, they're red eyes, don't they? So I'm hoping I can just use a very dim red and we'll see what happens. 17 months, Firewalls. Damn, that is crazy that it's been 17 months. I'm also wondering, why is my thing not flashing up like it should do? I should have a little thing saying, yo, Sergeant did a message, that kind of thing. But still, by the way, Artie, I got a source of hobby funding now. Oh, excellent. Hopefully it's not a source that will interfere with the hobby itself too much, you know what I'm saying? Goodbye, Nightwalker. Snek, try to kit bash the Tank Buster Squad as the Gorkanaut is here, and they see the final unit for my army. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to seeing that. We better see that. Good afternoon, Fat Man's Kitchen. Just started a homebrew chapter project. Oh, nice. Tell us, what is this homebrew chapter? Give us all the deets. We love to know. Right. So I think with that, that's all the highlights needed doing. With the exception of the handle here, which I'm just going to slap with Nolan oil. I figured it would have some oil in it, you know, salamanders and all that. Bit of charring. There we go. Now it's got that in there. Beautiful. Sadly, I couldn't paint today because I'm on a trip to Singapore. Oh, excellent. Any particular reason for said trip? Or is it just for the lulls of Singapore? Right, marvellous. And with that, I guess now we can move on to the final highlights. Null oil will be gone. Now, I'm going to get out my Eshin Grey, which I believe is hark yonder. There it is. Alright then, I appreciate the hearts being sent, by the way. I can see folks tapping away, and I appreciate it. Vacation and tourism, best reason. Right, so we're going to try and lighten up the face a little bit with a bit of the old Eshin Grey. Just a faint bit here on my brush. Going to be a bit cheeky. I'm not actually going to, quote-unquote, water it down. I just have a very wet brush. And hopefully this will go alright. Alright, me charcoal fella. Let's see what we can do for you. Just get that there like this. And again, a note, folks, I'm expecting a ding-dong on the old door. And I'll have to get up and get it. Which sucks, because at the moment, walking hurts. My source of hobby funding is just buying stuff when I can, and then eat less because I'm broke. The pain is real. The pain is real. But just didn't told us, Firewalls. What is the new source of the hobby fund? What have you done? Did you rob a bank? If you robbed a bank, why didn't you include me? Let's get these here. His head, good and done. There we go, starting to see that. I already kind of dry brushed him with a bit of Eshin Grey, but now I'm just sort of adding a bit of extra emphasis before we move on to something a little bit lighter. I'm guessing I could get the Imperial Fist box like next month or something like that. Everyone's raving about the Imperial Fist box, but I'm not too sure I see what the fuss is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks pretty cool. But I just feel like something's missing. I just can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe I'm just going crazy. They did the Iron Hands dirty with their combat patrol. I've also heard that as well, but I personally love turrets. I can't speak for how good they are in game, but that appeals to my gamer side. Why walking her? I was in a nasty accident earlier in the year, which has rent me a bit physically impaired at the moment. I'm getting better. I can now actually move around. It just sucks. I was hospitalized for just over a week, operations and shiz. I was hit by a bus, to be exact. Everyone who's familiar with Discord and me, they know the tale by now. It is a tale as old as time. Bus don't look where he go and hits you. At like, you know, 65, 70 miles a frickin' hour. Damn. Ugh, fun times. The models are fine, but the performance is really meh. I'm sorry to hear that. Turrets are awesome. Or at least they should be. Even if they suck in practice, as said by Pollux G there. Still want some because you like them. Exactly. Gonna get the Imperial Force Combat Patrol and paint them like the Iron Hands because you like termies. Oh, they like their termies too. Isn't it meant to be the Salamanders who have the most termies out of everyone? If my memory serves me. Right, so there's a nice bit of highlight on his face there. He's looking pretty good. I'm actually pretty pleased with that, I won't lie to you. Oh, excuse me. The Imperial Fist box is the best in the summer preview, including 10 Heavy Intercessors, 5 Terminators, 5 Horseman. If you're not mistaken. Horseman? I assume you mean... oh, I was about to say Terminators, but you said Terminators. My thing is 2 stops away. Huzzah. Alright, so that's that bit there. Let's actually jump onto some Dawnstone? I think maybe Dawnstone? Let's have a look. I know it's over here somewhere. Here it is, precious Dawnstone. Lovely jubbly. Yeah. Got myself a Nemesis Claw kill team. Nice. My visionary is tainted by Slaanesh. Oh, that'll look pretty cool. Anything in particular you're going to do to it to help highlight said taint? Right, one needs to be careful. One needs to get this just right. There we go. Just a bit on the bridge of the nose. A little bit above the eyes. There we go. A little bit under his cheeks. There we go, that looks pretty good. Still thinking about it. What do you suggest, Chapter Master? Well, if it's tainted by Slaanesh, a lot of the things that are with that are quite floppy. So I would get you some kind of writhing claws if you can, plus it goes well with the whole claw thing. But that, of course, is just my suggestion. Ooh, pretty much. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Starting to see it now. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. So what's everyone else up to today? What are you all doing? With your time, sharing your time with me. What are you up to? There we go, it's looking alright. Oh, that bit's really bright actually. It looks a lot brighter on camera than it does in front of me. Let's actually get a fair bit of Dawnstone on top of his head. There we go. I just know I'll do a Slaanesh symbol on his flayed skin cape. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Ah, yes, Halo Firefight. Not played that one myself. Oh, how about I stay in shot? Wouldn't that be a smart thing to do? That's what smart people do. Just sort of gently rub up. There we go. Nice, that's looking pretty good. Currently finishing up your Belisarius call. Oh, nice. How are you feeling about said Belisarius call? Woke up like 5 minutes before stream, so not much. Ah, well, good morning, sir. Reading the Night Lord's Omnibus. Ah, I've heard good things, I've heard good things. Hello there, Cheeseburger the Second. Cheeseburger the Second, you are a tasty one. Working on another Termini from Heresy 3.0, leaning over a Dreadnought. Oh, damn, why is he leaning over a Dreadnought? That's the next question. Right, I think now seems as good a time as any to attempt to freehand the fire. This is going to be something else. This is going to be an experience. I think for this I'm going to use a Mikorax White, the one that I'm very good at shaking, as everyone on the Discord knows. Patrick Hoffman, still having aggressors unpainted because I need a black prime, and I don't got that. So I just leave them on the shelf until you get a black primer. Oh, damn. How long do you reckon it'll be until you get said black primer? That's the next question. Yeah, shaky, shaky, shake that Corax White. I was just watching One Piece after my daily read of The Economist. Oh, damn. And how was One Piece? How was The Economist? Yes, indeed, Snack. There's that face. He knows what I'm talking about. Nice. Decently mixed. And not too much fluff and fluster. Let's stick this here in my palette, I think. Actually, I'll bring you on my palette so you can all see what I'm up to. I think I'll just stick it in the middle here. Because I'm not a sensible person. It's not really my thing. Let's quickly check these. Yeah. Oh, I'm the next stop apparently. We're going to get a doorbell ding-dong very shortly. Where is that thing I'm looking for? There we go. Beautiful. Right. So with that... Holy terror. Ah, there we go. Looks gorgeous. Thank you so much. But I'll quickly be right back. Perfect. Right. Hello, I'm back. I have returned, Heather. I meant to say Heather. I don't know why I said Heather. Hello. Oh, goodness, I left my headphones by the cat. Hello, buddy. Come on. The headphones. Thank you. Right. But yeah, Sundance. Brothers looking gorgeous. Thank you so much. One Piece is good. Just arrived in Water 7, kind of like Venice. Economist is interesting, but the topics I read about are a little bit too political for this channel. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I appreciate you being mindful of that. Right. There's a little bit of that there. Whites, and I think I'm probably going to, rather than water, I'm going to use a bit of Lamium Medium for this bad boy. So I used a big, particularly blobby bit. Superunde. There we go, that should work alright. Good, okay. Now, let's see if I can actually somewhat do this. There we go. I do have the transfers here, should things go wrong, but I'm more using them as a reference. And I'm pretty sure it was on this side. So, let's see if I'm right. I feel like orcs could only fit in Termi plate. They could. They could only fit in Termi plate. Unless there was a grot. Maybe several could fit on a Space Marine plate. Alright, so I'm going to just sort of dot the middle. There's the middle. Beautiful, beautiful. Currently in Dusseldorf. I'm about to leave, actually. I've got Fulgrim to start when you get back home. Oh, okay, cool. What brings you to Dusseldorf? And that's a good idea, yeah. I thought it would be. Right, let's actually get a sort of line here for the top of the flame. There we go. That's a line for the top of the flame. Now I'll quickly do a line for the other flame. Something like that. Right, we'll quickly drag a bit up here to make a line for a third flame. Meet in the middle. There we go. Let's quickly make ourselves beginnings of another flame down here. A bit of a chunky boy, that's fine. Mix, mix, mix. Excellent. And we'll do the final flame as it rings around here. Don't want it going too low after all. Probably end it about there, I think. Okay, yeah, that seems alright. That seems alright to me. Alright. Bye, Patrick. I appreciate you coming to say hi. Dustling and Dorfing. Also for reasons too political to mention. Ah, fair enough. Assassination, I get it. Let's get a little bit more of these flames here. I'm already getting a bit pleased with the shape, so that's good. There we go. If any bits are a little bit too stodgy, like this bit here is becoming a, there we go, a bit of a stodgy flame, so I might have to use a bit of black to rein it back in. But overall, pretty pleased so far. There we go. Good luck on the kill team. Thank you kindly, Patrick. I do appreciate it. Yeah, legend. Alright, so I know it's not perfectly rounded on the bottom like they usually are, but it's good enough. And that is the point, after all. There we go. Quarter 6. Hi, Arts. Just as a question, do you happen to be British? I do happen to be British. I am Manx, if you want to be specific, from the Isle of Man. But ultimately, yes, I am indeed a Brit. There is no escaping it. Welcome, by the way, welcome. There we go, that's not too bad a shape, is it? You can quickly and immediately tell what it is. It's pretty central, pretty straight, pretty proud of that. Reading is, Dusseldorf without the U is fun to me as a German, because Dussel is an old word for idiot in German. Oh damn, so Idiotdorf. I was also in German wine country for a couple weeks. Kind of nowhere-ish, but decent. Well, if there's wine there, it ain't truly nowhere. Another, you're from London yourself. Ah, marvellous. Haven't been to London for a while myself. Born and bred Londoner? And whereabouts, if I may ask? So my family are Northerners. Manchester, more specifically, but further afield than that as well, further up. But I kind of grew up Isle of Man, Midlands, and a bit down south. But of course, since I am a voice actor, performing artist, my voice kind of doesn't necessarily directly reflect my where I'm from or whatnot. It's weird that no one except Germans have A, U, and O, and I don't know how you pronounce those. I find German a very interesting language. Yo, could I ask something that you might do or not, but could you make the fire on the Alpha Legion Marine have green flames or some part of it? No, it's going to be green, because green suits them. Where's the Twitch stream? At the moment, it's just this stream, because it's just a shorts one. Hiya Central, Queen's Park. Yes, indeed, I know of it. The home footy team is the QPR. I'm not a football myself, but I do love the vibe of a football match. I really do. Right, now, I think I'm just going to... I thought I'd have to do a lot more tweaks and edits to it, but I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. To the point where, am I going to be crazy enough to attempt to draw the salamander heads? I don't think I'm that brave. I don't think I'm that brave. Is the Master of Possessions called Steve the Suspicious? No, he's called Paul of Possessions. Or something. Bye, Patrick Hoffman, bye. You know what? Yeah, I am just going to keep the flames as that. I'm not going to change it any... Oh, but there's a bit on the side there I feel could really benefit. So, there we go. I'm just going to put... this is when it ruins it. You know, this is how projects get ruined. When you don't know when to leave it. Oh, that's not too bad. Cool. I'll quickly hit that dry with the old blowgun. And then I'm just going to sort of go around it a bit with the black just to make sure things are all good. John the Untrustworthy. Me neither. Never been into football. Always been into hobbies yourself. Also great salamanders. Thank you very much. If you do the painting, what do you paint or play as? Or your favourite faction or sub-faction? Tell us, Choir Raider. Tell us. Calamity Control made a small mistake. Oh no, what kind of mistake? I'm sure it's fine. Mistakes can be fixed. It's almost impossible to teach an English-speaking person how to pronounce the AO and U over text. Always tell people to use the Google Translate audio lady. That makes fair sense. What should you call your Slanesh-tainted Night Lord? Call him Dirty Jim. 16 months, Spatch. Damn, Spatch. And I thoroughly appreciate it. I really thoroughly appreciate it. You're a legend, and welcome to the stream. It's Willem Finn. Isn't the flame supposed to be yellow? It is going to be yellow. Don't you worry about that. But I've started with the white. There we go. Just as a solid base. Now let's actually cut away a little bit. I'm just going to cut away a bit of the flames. Principal Skinner. Let's call him Principal Skinner. Which Warhammer faction like cheese the most? That'll be the Skaven, but they're fantasy. At least I assume they like cheese the most. They're frickin' rats. There we go. Bit of tidy, bit of light tidy. There we go. Nice. Alright, cool. I'm pretty pleased with that, I won't lie to you. But now, as pointed out, it's true. Needs to be yellow. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to begin, first of all, with just the straight up flash gets yellow. That's what I'm going to do. Misfit, hey Misfit, how are you? How are you? A Mega Goblin, love your Alpha Legion series, thank you. My personal favourite faction is High Fleet Behemoth Tyranids. Very good choice, I love their colour. They'd probably be my go-to if I didn't make my own for Tyranids. But I've yet to ever do that, so we shall see one day. Need to get on with starting commissions so I can get membership once more. Yes, yes, do it, do it, do it. Slash Demon Prince. Yeah, Yaga the top shagger. Beautiful. Let's actually get the right colour up, shall we? Yo, this is 6, says Crumble. Thank you, Crumble. I appreciate it, Love the Admech. They're great and gritty and delicious. For the Slanesh guy, call him the guy. I'm in the Sainsbury's parking lot. Sounds about right. That sounds about right. There we go. Get a bit of that yellow out there, shall we? Just a little bit of the very bright yellow. Maybe if you lace the cheese with warpstone, they'd love it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Nearly finished the last of your 5 Tau broadsides. I love Tau broadsides. Yeah, if you painted green, it could be a Christmas Marine. That's true. It could absolutely be a Christmas Marine. Exia, hey, first time here at a stream. Nice Salamander, thank you. Also, genuine question. If given the option, do you prefer your models with or without helmets, and for what reason? Well, typically I prefer them with helmets for 2 reasons. 1, the same one most people do, it's easier than faces. And for 2, I think helmets look cool. They look super, super cool. But, however, at the same time, this is a chance for me to practice faces, you know? So I'm looking forward to doing that. Have a very good black used for your Behemoth Tyranids. Oh. Wah. Do Evil Sun Scarlet for the red base, put the Leviathan purple over it. Okay. And you get this great purplish black. I'm picturing it and I can see that. That sounds dope. I might have to try that one of these days. Uh-oh, a text dump. The Astral Liberius. Liberius. There we go. It took me a moment to read that. Have to give me a sec while I just quickly dab over this bad boy. I know this is a very bright yellow, but don't worry, there is a plan, there is a plan. There is always a plan, even if I don't know it until it's finished. That's kinda how it works. There we go. Right. I was inclined to sort of leave the center white, but then I realized that's going a little bit further away from the traditional salamander colors than I probably should. There we go. So I know that usually the fire here is just straight orange, but I'm doing him a little bit different. Just a little bit different. Forgive me, Fat Man's Kitchen, right? It's a lot to read, so I might just leave it for folks to read, because I'm going to struggle to read that and paint. Heyo, says Spooky Tot Tot. Great looking face, thank you. Salamander's faces are the best practice. I think at the moment I agree with you. Right, let's get myself a slightly dimmer yellow. I think we're gonna jump straight onto Avaland. And then let's get us an orange. Maybe Troll Slayer orange. In fact, you know what? No, we're going to jump straight onto Troll Slayer, I've decided. Just going to blast it with the old heat gun. Scary Evil Hogwarts. I like the sound of that. It is a lot of lore. I'm sorry I'm not in a position to read it all, Fat Man, but you should join the channel's Discord. I'd love to read it there. I really would. There we go. Perhaps a cool mini kit bash would be the purity seals burning up in the warm Salamander's battlefield. Now that could be cool. And I may yet do that with this guy, actually. Right, Troll Slayer Orange. Will do. Marvelous stuff, Fatmans. The plan. There are only 4 rules you need to remember. Make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, and throw away the plan. Yep, that sounds pretty on par with all my plans. Pretty on par. Right, let us see what happens here. Just going to gently go up under the orange here. There we go. Only a little bit on my brush. Just a little on the brush. There we go. Alright, cool, cool, cool. The Emperor guides your brush, Artie. Trust him on terror. I will do, Zekribs. Hello, hello, hola. Buenos dias. Although it's gradually getting closer to buenas noches, but still. Bye, bye. It's looking alright. It's looking alright. A little bit more on this side, I think. Let's get him looking hot, hot, hot. Ooh, a little bit thick, but that's fine. That's fine. There you go. That's pretty cool. I like it. The enemy cannot know the plan if there is no plan. Absolutely. Buenas tardes. Marvelous, thank you. A good middle ground. I'm not sure if I've asked this before, but where do you get your brushes? I need some fine brushes like that. I just grab them on the internet. I don't have enough experience or knowledge to know what's good. I just sort of roll with it. Right, I think I might stick with that for now. So just nice sort of yellow going up into orange. And actually, you know what? I'm going to be a little bit crazy. I'm going to go back to the yellow. Super quick, back to the yellow. Drawing a bit from the top. Drag it down a little bit. Let's try and increase it. I think it needs to be a little bit more on the yellow. There we go. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Nice. Cool. I have an idea for a kit bash. How about 1,000 suns or a grey knight with an actual wizard's robe? I do love that. Hat and wand. There'd be a lot of green stuff. Would be amazing. Now that is a very cool idea. A fantasyization, if you would, of them. Hang on. Because very soon I'm going to do a video of this guy that I've made here. He's a Dark Angel, and I've green stuffed his robe. It was my first ever attempt at making a robe out of green stuff. Very pleased with it. I've learned a lot. And I won't lie, the idea of making a Chaos Sorcerer, but fantasy style, that's a cool idea. I think I might take that. Thank you. Thank you. Don't know when, but I'm sure the time will come soon. That's such a cool idea. It's given me a lot of ideas. Yes, and he stood there on the old Rivers of Blood. Yeah, this will be part of a series I'm doing called Good Enough, which the first episode is coming out in a couple days. Yeah. Mega Goblin. I like to think the Salamanders hate fighting Tyranids, there we go, because they adapt to the Flamers too fast. I can imagine so, actually. I mean, I think most of them hate fighting them anyway. Right, I've decided I'm not going to attempt to paint the Salamander faces. I'm just going to stick them on like a coward. That's what I'm going to do. Got my scissors! Artie, I may be asking the wrong community, but do you happen to surf? I'm in Devon currently, where his crappy Wi-Fi lives. I do not surf myself. I don't surf, no. We're nerds, we don't surf. The only thing we surf is the various places we can buy Warhammer minis. There we go. And next thing you know, literally everyone in this live stream are surfers. The Dark Angel sword is very green. It is very green. It's like a relic. You know what I mean? Should I give the Knob Orc 1 dual rocket pistol, or 2 1 rocket pistol and big old nuke on a stick? Do the nuke on a stick hammer. That stuff's dope. Right. Ah, there we go. So I've just wet this nicely, and yes, I did lick it. And while that's sort of getting a bit looser, I'm going to stick a bit of the old micro set here. Straight on the side. That makes things much more bearable. An Age of Sigma legal space marine. Run him like a character. Imagine people's reactions when you pull up with that. Absolutely. Thanoculus, I have returned. Always good to have you return. Nice. Well, Hal Steiner! I want the chapter master to be a, I always struggle to say that word. Saturine. I just think tangerine. Saturine Dreadnought wearing blue robes. That's cool. And a wizard hat with sparkling stars. That's very cool. It's very, very cool. Salamanders are not waterborne. Oh, no, no. There we go. Say water if you surf, lads. Stay together. Go on, anyone here who surfs, do say so. Nerds of the water, make yourselves known. There we go. Use the stars that people stick to their ceilings. That'd be cool, but they're very, very big for these guys. I love the orc mindset of it. If I put enough metal couplings on this, it'll work. Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of my mindset too. Just freaking ad-lib the whole thing. I was hoping that would not come off on my thumb, but it has. Oh, no, there we go. Alright, guys, here we go. How will Artie do? Tune in next time for when he's cleaning up the horrific mess he's inevitably about to make. Oh, wait. Damn, look at that. That is not terrible. Fairly straight. Twisted a bit. There we go. Is it like perfectly flat? No. But is it okay? Yes, it is. Alright, nice. Look, he's a salamander now. Check that out. Nice. I like it. I surfed once. It was funny. Well, you're Californian. I should have expected you to surf at least once in your life. You started 1,000 Suns Army yesterday. That is dope, Suited Spaceman. What exactly did you start with? I believe the majority of hobbies here aren't bound for the sea. Well, one could try making a mini underwater. It just probably won't work. Fun, not funny. Okay. Misfit, have you seen Pete the Wargamer's Kit Bash? Turning a Saturine Dreadnought into a Grey Knight's Grandmaster in Nemesis Dreadnought. It looks so cool. I think I have, actually. When he, like, improved it. I don't think I've, like, seen it. I've just sort of seen glimpses, you know what I mean? Bubbles! I subdive. Damn, that's pretty cool. Ah, that's not too bad a moment of truth there, was it? Right. I think I'm going to sort of just quickly puff it dry with the old puff thing. Just put so much gubbins on it, no more Games Workshop plastic is visible, thus making it illegal for a tournament. A fire idea. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Oh, I got to do the purity seal on the back there, haven't I? It's not quite done yet. There we go. That's more or less dry. Now let's stick on round 2. Microsol. Everyone's buddy. Artie, I must go now. Playing Qua with a couple friends. Good luck and great night. Great to meet you. I hope to see you around and try out Qua sometime. I do know of Qua and it does interest me actually. See you around, amigo. Thanks for tuning in. There we go. So now we'll carefully sort of stick that on. So this stuff here is going to shrink the plastic wrap around the emblem, help it adhere to the model, and in doing so, also make it look like it's been painted on. There we go. That seems to be cooperating nicely. Good. So by the end, this should look like it's been painted on. Cool. That's the frickin' hope anyway. We shall see. Tempted to get the Orc Combat Patrol to start my next army. Good choice. I love the Beast Snaggers, but I'm slightly intimidated painting them, especially since I lack Orc paints. Well, when in doubt, grab yourself some Orc Flesh Contrast paint. I find that is the best way to deal with Orcs. The Saturnine Dread Knights look so awesome. I think Dread Knights could be improved if they generally had some armor around the wearer, like a chest plate would go a long way. I agree. They kind of look like very fancy stilts, don't they? Suited Spaceman, I started with Combat Patrol, good choice. The Exalted Sorcerer's Kit, and some SOTs. I'm not sure what SOTs stand for, I feel like I should know. But yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Little messy. Yes, he is a little bit messy, but I intend for him to be messy. He's good enough, you see. That's all that's needed. It's the best start you could have for it. But you cool, thank you, you cool too. Arcturus. Scarab Occult Terminators, oh yes. Alright, so the flames there, good. So I did the flame by hand, that's dope. Done that there. Alright, cool. Now, what was I about to work on? I've completely forgotten. Oh yeah, the old seal here. Let's hit that bad boy up. Ooh. What have I got planned for the base? Probably lava, because it's like the old go-to. Plus it's a chance for me to experiment with a bit of object source lighting. You know, for lava, which I've never done before, so it'll be a fun opportunity to do just that. We shall have to see if I can. A little bit of blob there I'll need to clean up. I will do that shortly. There we go. Orcs are not hard, because if you make a mistake, it looks natural. Yeah, that's very true. Zombie513, hello, hello. If you want the Orc skin to look exactly like the box art, try out Mantis Warriors Green over White or Slapchop. Looks absolutely incredible with one coat. Huh, I think I might have to take that myself, thank you. They look good in Slapchop. I agree, I've only done a few Orcs, but they do look good. Scuba, not sub. Silly autograph. Hey, that submarine's still freaking cool, man. But nah, Scuba's very cool. Done it once myself. Alright, so I think with that, wait for that to dry. Now, let's start adding a few other details, shall we? This is why I need the old lead belcher. Yeah. First off, I'm going to get this out. And somewhere in here it is, we got ourselves a sponge. There we go. Nice little bit ripped off. Just how we like it. Slapshot makes the muscles really pop. It does, it does. Alright, so I'm actually going to rip off the green here as well. There we go. I'm just left with this nice air chunk of sponge, which I'm then going to use to add a little bit extra detail in, I think. Yeah. It's not too much, not too much. Let's dab a lot of that off. There we go. Okay. So, with that very faintly. There we go. I want a bit of his armor to be coming off. Bit of the old flaking, you know what I'm saying? But very faint, to the point where I don't even know if you'll see it on camera, really. There we go. Don't know if this is the right time in the process to do it, but it's what I'm doing. There we go. Very faint. I can see a bit, it looks good. Thank you, thank you. You can see a big chunk of it there, but that's cool, that's good. Alright, I really think that's all I need. It does not need to be much. Just a few flecks of it. Yeah, a little bit more here. There we go. That's nice. There we go. Basically feels like colouring in a colouring book. Yep, that's a pretty accurate way of describing your Slapshot. Use other light colours instead of grey and white too. Works very well for creatures. That's true. For instance, if you use pink to build up and then Slapshot them yellow, you'll get a very deep and rich yellow for it. It's colour theory. It's all colour theory, isn't it? Alright then, cool. So I think now what I'm going to do, just because I feel like it, we're now going to work on the fun bit. We're going to do a bit more kit bashing. I have no clue if or how this will work. I'm just following my gut. But I have already drilled in the barrel of this bad boy, as you can see there. It actually has a hole there. I've drilled it in. And I have here me old trusty 1mm wire, which fits in it super snug. There we go. Look at that. Lovely, lovely. And we're going to use this cotton wool to attempt to make some fire coming out of this bad boy. No clue how well this will work. I've never done it before. I'm going to improvise, because that's fine. Alright guys, wish me luck. There we go. As long as that's normally what I do, is sponge on black if it's a light colour, then add small silver spots inside the black. That actually makes a whole lot of sense. I like that. That's one of the things about playing NIDS, no barrels to drill. That's also very fair. Where did I put my snips? Here they are. Alright, so I'm trying to think. How long should this be? Always want to try this on my captains. That would be very cool on a captain. I think of this guy as sort of sergeant-y kind of level. Right, it doesn't need to be far. Very small. I think maybe here. Because in the end, it's only a hand flamer. I would have got like a hell blaster or something, but I just didn't have one to hand. Cool, we got a little small bit there. That'll do us, I think. And if not, we can always snip off another bit and make it longer. That's the beauty of it. For my Raven Guard, I prime them black, dry brush in blue tones for hitting them with the black speed paint, and I love them. I can imagine a nice cold black. That'll be very cool. Going to try and attempt to do 3D simulations to make fire and flame effects eventually. That'll be very cool. Alright. And the beauty of this, it's not like a bullet trail or anything, so it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. That seems like a decent sort of size. Alright, cool. I like it. If you want to try painting lighting from the base, I'd also recommend then trying to also do it with this flame. I'm absolutely going to do it with this flame. But first off, we need to see how well I can do this. So I know it's coiled from the sides here. So in theory I can sort of tug outwards. There we go, and it unravels. There we go, look at that. Unraveling. Oh,
It's like a lovely cloud, innit?
and obviously it's going to want to get thicker as it goes. Or does it? It's firing more of a stream of fire, isn't it? Is this going to be more of a thin stream, or is it going to be more of a blooming cone, you know? But then again, within the mechanics of the game, it'll be a blooming cone, won't it? So logically, I should probably adhere to that. Alright. And paint black, always do really dark blue, then wash with Nuln Oil several times. I can imagine that'll look lovely. Hello, Mr. Ireland. Hello. Thank you for joining. When I was starting my Marines, I was so close to doing Salamanders. I was between them and Dark Angels in the end. Ah, well, that's a very fine choice. I mean, ultimately, me doing the Salamander was down to a community vote on my channel's Discord, and it was a tie between Salamanders and Dark Angels. But much like yourself, I chose the Dark Angels first. It's so hard to get this thing to pull up. It's like pulling a sock up an awkward child's leg. There we go. Oh, nope, it's going outside. Okay. There we go. Right. A little bit of vortexing, I think, could be good. Just a little vortexing. There we go. Do you have a kind of spray adhesive that'll keep the cotton safe for longer? I do not. Right, so if we have the fire vortexing a little bit. Push it back up a bit. There we go. Alright. Just sort of getting an idea of how to shape it right now, and while trying to do it on camera as well. That'll be very smart of me, wouldn't it? Welcome back, Ace of Dragons. Welcome back. Right, crumple back without too much. There we go. I think that'll probably do us. So I'm just going to snip that bit there before it's too much. Snip. Oh yeah, I said snip. Cooperate with me, damn you. La la la. There we go. Logic is like insanity. It's for the weak. I agree. Maybe watered down craft glue. I think that could probably also do as well. This is nice. Thank you, Ace of Dragons. Welcome back, by the way. But I think in the meantime, I'm just going to have to make use of some PVA glue. Maybe even a bit of super glue for the very front. Alright, cool. I've got the right length now, so that's good. Let's just move these off sight. I've got plenty of things go wrong. Oh, don't fight me, you. Or maybe I need to do it the other way, actually. Hang about. Let's have a wee try. There we go. Book was intrigued, but it was all finished. Ah, did you enjoy it? You used some super thin super glue to keep it tight. I was thinking that. Probably attach it roughly towards the base here. Alright. So that's about where it's going to go. So, let's grab that tiny bit of super glue. Here it is. There we go. Just a bit of it. Like I said, no real clue what I'm doing. I am improvising thoroughly. Because that's what I do. There we go. Right, so now it's holding at the end nicely. Oh, it's all coming off of my fingers, so let's not do that. Alright. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Finally start getting some miniatures, says Gavin. I'm so terrified of painting them, though. It is terrifying. It really is terrifying, but trust me, it's worth doing. It is worth doing, my friend. What minis did you get? Really want to know what minis you got. There we go. That's not too bad, is it? It's all ridden up a little bit there, isn't it? Look at that. It's not quite meeting, so I have to trim a little bit off. That's fine. I have my trusty snippers here. And snip. There we go. That should do it right. Get in there. There we go. Alright, cool. So you can see the beginnings of it. Twist it into a vortex. There we go. Open it up a little bit at the front. Alright, cool. Starting to see the basis of something here. At the moment it looks like he's just blowing off steam, quite literally. But in the end it's still a very good beginning. I'm liking that, I'm liking that. I love the Warhammer thing where here's an emotionally deep, well thought out character, and there's angry Ron coming out to cut him in half. That sounds about right. I'd be the angry guy, that's about it. First time painting is always the most dreadful, yet also the most exciting. Don't use green stuff for fire. Oh, have you tried? Your first minis will never look absolutely perfect. It takes time and practice to get good. You could always strip your first models and repaint them. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, my entire time in the hobby, from the very beginning, first time, it's on this channel. This channel started when my hobby time started. So those who want to see my very first minis, you can. Just go back to the oldest videos, the oldest shorts. And then you'll see them there. Right, let's see how I can solidify this a little better. So I'm liking how it's vortexing a bit. I think I may indeed have to hit it with the old glue. Cool. You adore the hammer. Thank you, Gavin. And you start Warhammer your channel as well. Nice, I like it. Gonna have to check them out. I hope so. I hope you check them out. So you got the basic starter kit, you said. When a Biovore and a Dreadnought thought they'd counter each other. That sounds about right. It looks great. Thank you, thank you. Willem Vin says, something I like to do with my Salamanders is put a bit of purple on the tip of the flames so they look warm by the heat of the flames. Yes, I agree. I'm going to. Don't worry, this fire has not been glued. I can take it out. So I'm just sort of doing this bit here. No, guys, trust me. Angry McKillface Bloodthrone is a super tragic and misunderstood character. Absolutely. Alright. So, I'm pondering. Do I just start spraying it with colour? Or do I glue it up first? Or do I glue... I mean, I've got some Ardcoat here. I wonder if Ardcoat would work. Never opened it. Anyone here familiar with Ardcoat? Would me bathing this in a bit of art coat be a good idea, or would it be a terrible idea that should never be done? Gavin also recommend pondering which Space Marine chapter and Hive fleets you like the most as they play into the gameplay with their different mechanics. That's true, but ultimately always go with whatever's cool. Watered down art coat might work. I was thinking maybe watered down. Right, sorry, I'm just going to jump in. I'm going to jump in like a crazy sausage. Here we go. Thankfully, I've got a few relatively clean bits here in the old wet palette. I'll use one of the dinky bits here. Let's get it in shot so we can all see it's coming. I think art coat as a gloss medium might be too thick to seep into the recessor. I'm hoping watered down it might work. Whoa. There we go. I'm just sort of hoping it'll harden it a little bit, you know? Exactly to what extent, if it even works, I don't know. Well, one thing's for sure, gonna need a fairly big brush. That's a good one. Alright. Wish me luck, guys. This is a stupid idea. I know full well it's a stupid idea. But stupid ideas are what make legends or something. That's what I tell myself anyway. That's how I sleep at night. I put them together before painting. Should I paint them, then put them together? Well, there is sub-assembly, but you can be fairly strategic. In fact, here, I mean, I can show you. You guys getting a little bit of a sneaky forward look at something. I've got a bit of my Necron thing here that I'm building, and I've built it this far, but knowing it will be difficult to get to the chest, I left the chest separate. So that's sub-assembly. So it's kind of built, but also some parts, when it would be difficult, are not done. But yes, that's a sneaky bit of a heads up of future shorts there, guys. For you, lucky lot. Right, now let's actually add some water in, shall we? I've done one part art coat. Let's do 2 parts water, I think. And see what we get. There we go. Am I enjoying the Necrons? Yes, I am. I very much am enjoying the Necrons. They're my kind of builds. Alright then, here we go. So most of it is off my brush. Just scrolling through, found your stream. Thank you, Stephen Phillips. Making your own weapon effects is a great idea. I have to see how this works out. The joy of this hobby is experimenting and learning new techniques. Absolutely. Absolutely the case. Am I nervous as heck? Absolutely, but when it works, when the idea pays off, it's a dopamine hit, guys. It's a dopamine hit. Oh, I can actually kind of already feel it working. Sorry if it's a little bit bright on screen, guys. Ooh, not too much down there. Be very careful because I don't want to ruin the wispiness at the end. Oh, there it is. It happened. It happened. I knocked his arm. Ah, there we go. I'll fix that later. It's all good. I said during the last stream, if I don't knock off his hammer, I'm going to be astounded, and I didn't. And then I forgot that it was a bit weak for this live stream. It's fine. I mean, if freaking Sakan in the series can get along with just one arm, so can this guy. There we go. Are you also playing Warhammer? At the moment I'm not, but I do plan to down the line. There we go. It's looking pretty good. It's staying solid, sturdy, more or less. Yeah, I think this watered down art coat was a good idea, so thank you very much. I think it will always remain a bit soft by its nature, but that's fine. If anything, just makes it less likely to break. I just want to curve the front in a little bit, because fire kind of... It's not like a spray of air, is it? It's like an inflamed liquid. So I want to kind of do that. There we go. I think that looks pretty alright. Alright, nice. It's fine, it's fine. I despise Necrons because of your friend. Never despise Necrons because of your friend. Your friend is simply wrong. Right, let's stick this bad boy back in his socket, shall we? Tamiya extra thin plastic glue. Oh yes, I use Tamiya's. I've never used Games Workshop's one though, so I can't say if it is a good or bad one, like you seem to think it's a bad one. Right. Paint job looking gorgeous as always. Thank you very much, big fluffy fuzzy bear. I'll try hop back on to see the results. And in regards to the arm, 'tis but a flesh wound. Absolutely. There we go. That's back on more or less as it was, isn't it? There we go. Yes, this will be part of a series, so you will have another chance to see this, don't you worry. Alright, cool. With that done, now, let me just grab me big grabby grab things. Where are me big grabby grab things? This'll do. Can't find what I was looking for, but you know what? This is probably better anyway. I often use this for camera work, but I'm now going to use it for something else. There we go, that should keep it more or less straight. Let's just, I'll give this a quick blow dry, and then we'll give it a test to see just how much tougher it is, how much harder. Hopefully it's good. Yeah. But now, ultimately, Gavin, when it comes to models there is mechanics to be considered if you're going to play the game, sure, but you should ultimately just go for what you think is coolest. Rule of cool should always be number one. Always. You don't want to risk losing the fun. Oh, there we go. Still a bit soft, but oh well, it's fine. Fire's malleable, ain't it? Artie, who's your favourite Chaos God? My favourite is Khorne, because he's nice and straightforward. I know what I'm getting. You know what I mean? It's still soft, but it's definitely holding its form much better. This is excellent. I like it. Right. We'll put Salamander to the side for now. Just going to quickly hold this, please. Thank you. Yep, that ain't going nowhere. Alright then, here it is. It's time for the airbrush. I'm going to airbrush this thing black. And it's probably going to go horrifically wrong. I won't lie to you. I haven't got the best track record with the airbrush, but I'm going to give it a damn good go. There we go. So, nice and dry. Yep, that's nice and dry. Let's get a little bit of the old black in there. Abaddon black. And we got a little bit of what sounds like some of the old sultry music playing here. For flames and burning of Xenos, how lovely. Slanesh for the exact reason you think. Oh, cheeky, cheeky. I had a fun time in a live reading I did on my Discord server voicing Fulgrim. I really enjoyed that. Ugh. I was thinking again I need to do another live reading, really. It's been so long since I have. Everyone on the Discord server loves it, and I love doing it. Get ye mixed. There we go. It's looking nice and inky black. I think I'll add a little bit more. It's a little thin. There we go. That's looking good. And everyone always says it's the consistency of skimmed milk. I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? And I know it means it's the consistency of skimmed milk, but I don't have any skimmed milk. I don't like the stuff. You may as well just drink water at that point. So I don't have any around the house. There we go. The nuke is on the stick. Excellent. Coming from a voice actor, you definitely have an incredible VA voice. Thank you very much. I haven't been a practicing voice actor for a long time, but I still do bits. I just can't. I just love it. I mean, I get to use it for YouTube, for one thing. There we go. Right, let's see if I've done enough. I'm not sure if I've done enough, but we're going to find out. Oh, and also, the motor for this is more or less right underneath my microphone, so let me know if it's too loud. There we go. Go. Might even take the front nozzle off. Nozzle tov. Or something. Oh, it looks like that should be pretty good. It's pretty strong though. I'm worried it's going to really puff it. But roll with it. Alright, cool. That's not too bad with the black. I just realized I don't want to do black first, do I? I want to do yellow first. What am I doing? I'm being a very silly boy. Alright, hang on. Rewind. Scratch the plan. Change everything. Salutations, Senseibi. You've just caught me being a silly boy. I need to quickly change that silly boyness. Yeah. Let me just think how best to clear this out. Well, let's get a tissue paper and do it that way, shall we? Because I'm being very silly. It's not much, so I could frankly just wait for it to blow out, and I think I will. There we go. Let's just get this all blown out, because it's such a little bit. Wait for it to start running clear. Put a bit of water in. Oh, it's already running clear. Nice, alright. Well, that was easy. I thought we'd be waiting there for at least a few minutes. But we were in luck. Alright, let's get a bit of this spray out. Last bit's out now. There we go. Lovely jubbly, there we go. That's pretty much all done and out. It's the real Silly Billy hours. Yes, it is. Ain't even gonna deny it. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, now, let's start that again. I don't think I'm going to jump onto that. I'm probably going to hit it up with maybe Uriel Yellow. I think Uriel Yellow might be good. It's a little bit deeper, a little bit richer. So I think I'm going to hit it with Uriel. Right. Let's try that again. Happy accidents. Well, I don't know about happy accidents. It was more happy that I caught it as soon as I did accident. But I'll take that too. Let's wash this old brush out. Oh well. It is more content for my silly, silly channel. Like I said, the series is good enough. 2 nice blobs, I think, should do the job. Is this Persona music? It is not. I can tell you it's a copyright-free playlist. So I don't have to worry about any kind of copyright issues that way. And plus, I really like lo-fi. I never get airbrush to work, so I'm just practicing on doing some smooth blends with a brush. I agree. I prefer doing smooth blends with a brush. But I figured I really need to up my airbrush game, so I'm making myself do it. There we go. I think I've made that too thin because, again, silly boy. Yeah, it's way too thin. Let's add a little bit more. I should have known better. It's yellow after all. Okay, come here. You're going to get you and put you in here and get you to make a very nice color. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Right. Get in there. Lovely jubbly. Still a bit of black in there, I'm sure. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll just spray over it again with more yellow. What up, homie? How you doing, Sam Holmes? You're about to join me for what might be a disaster, but we're about to find out. Right. Oh, no, it's alright now. I thought it was a little bit wet, but it's alright. It's definitely a bit muted. The black is still in there somewhat. Ultimately, it's alright. Okay, I'm just going to roll with it. I've been thinking about getting an airbrush, but I got to ask, are they worth it? I mean, I've been priming by hand until I got spray cans a recent while ago. They are worth it. They allow you to do things you couldn't otherwise do without a lot of time and effort. And they allow you to do some things that, frankly, can be like magic. Here we go. Really is puffing it hard. Get you yellowed up anyway. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, hello, Merlin. I've got Merlin hovering around at my feet now. What do you want, buddy? Dinner, don't you, you silly boy? Go. That's looking pretty good. Alright, cool. And it is solidifying as well as I paint it, which is awesome. Excellent. You look into it sometime? Marvellous stuff. Yes, Merlin! It can be. Don't skimp on it, though. Get a nicer one, you won't regret it. I agree. You get what you pay for, you know? I've got a fairly cheap one, but it's serving me very well. At least I think it is. Alright, I think that'll do. Alright, it's cool. It's a good base. Go back to here. There we go. Alright, cool. Now we've got a nice yellow. So, what I'm definitely going to do now, because I thought it would close, figured if I reopened it. There we go. Look at that. It's kind of got a nice shell on it, which I kind of like. Alright, cool. Alright, we're onto something. We're onto something. Airbrush is definitely a good piece of kit. Aye, indeed. Alright. Let's just have a look at the preliminary with this first bit of colour. Alright, you're starting to see it now. Yep, there's definitely fire. Cool beans. Still have a wee ways to go, though, and I will add a little bit of blue towards that end, going a little bit towards black of that end, but nah, I'm very pleased with it so far. Got a bottom of the barrel one, and I regret it. Clogs so much, I've tried everything, only has 1 PSI setting. Alas, alas. And I will, of course, do object source lighting on this guy, but I want to avoid that until this is done. Nice. Actually, there's a little bit of white on a side there I just spotted. I'm just going to do that by hand, because I can. There we go. Beautiful. Lovely. Got the orc airbrush. Just has a button that says go. That's very orc. I like it. Very, very orc. Alright, cool. Now let's just quickly move that to the side. I'll quickly drain my airbrush out again. And naturally now we're going to move onto some red somewhat. Cool, let's add a little bit of the old drip drops. Let's get this thing empty. Did start with a reasonable compressor, okay. A good compressor does help. Mine, I think if anything, the airbrush head itself, my airbrush head I think is actually pretty good. It's the compressor I think I could improve on. How often do I do lives? I do them every Sunday, but I don't usually do them in the shorts feed, although I might change that, because I'm having a good old time here. There we go. Now we're all clear. We're all drained. Lovely, lovely. Move that to one side. Just figuring out what we got. What did you miss? Well, we now have some fire. We have a little bit of fire on a stick here for his flamer. And we're just working on its colours. I'm improvising. I am very much improvising. There we go. That's good. There's still a little bit of yellow in there, but that's fine. Actually water out again a bit, I think. There we go. Get you all agitated. More agitated than normal. And let's just respray you on here. I won't worry too much about if there's any more yellow in here, because I'm actually about to move on to orange, and then red, and then finally black. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, speaking of orange, I'm going to hit it up with the old Troll Slayer orange now, I think.
Gained a new subscriber.
Oh, a new subscriber, which didn't show up on screen for some reason, but that's excellent. At least I don't think it showed up on screen. Planning on doing a live later today. Oh, dope. I do the same thing when you do your live Sundays. Nice. Do you paint as well? And what usual time do you go on? I'm not treading on your toes, I hope. What if I do something fire on the base? I am planning to. I'm actually going to have this guy on a lava base. He's very lightly stuck to this base. I'll very easily be able to, like, pop him off. And then I'm going to do a lava base. So as well as having fire at front, he's going to have fire underneath. So it should be pretty dope, all going to plan. There we go. I think 2 blobs should do the trick. Yeah. And then once 2 blobs, we also add, I think, just 2 drops. There we go. 2 drops, I think, will suit nice, nice. I probably made it too wet. I always make it too wet. You know what? Have I done it right the first time? What the hell? When does that happen? What kind of alternate reality are we living in right now? Black hole eyes. I don't know what you use for that fire arty, but I've seen people thread more cotton onto a wire and make it nice and cloudy. Aye. That's what I did. That is exactly what I did. But I figured, since... There we go. It is going to be a little hand flamer. I'm just going for something small and easy. Right. Now let's get this thing back on its stand. I'm just improvising, after all, at the moment. I have no real clue what I'm doing. Okie dokie. On you go. Boop. Perfect. Alright then. He likes angles. Goodbye. That is good news. Misfit, once I have this last model finished shortly, take some photos to share with you. Marvellous, yes. I know I and folks on the Discord love to see it. Okay, here we go. Let's just go a quick tester. Yep, that's definitely orange. Yep, that's orange. Good. Okay. So I'm going to be a bit more strategic this time. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Nice, nice. Keep it puffed. Occasionally pull at it, just keep it sort of puffed. There we go. And it allows for new crevices to be opened up, for new colours to be painted in them. I am guessing. That's not actually a fact that I know. There we go. Lovely. Now it's gradually turning into a killer Cheeto. Or a killer What's-It. And I'm down with that. I love What's-Its. Here we go. Currently working on Slaneshi Terminators. Nice one. I've taken a bunch of Hedonites of Slaneshi bits. Tons of tentacles and claws. I'll share my progress on the Discord. Yes, please. I've also seen people use hairspray to set the cotton. Ah, hairspray. Now that is a good idea. I did add a little bit of art coat to it, which has helped. But it is still a little bit fluttery. But it's fine. Hairspray is a very good idea, though. There we go. We definitely got some fire going now. Let's try and keep it somewhat in shape. There we go. Nice, nice. I'm not, per se, struggling too much with how it's fluttering. I think it actually looks quite good. Alright, cool beans. I'll quickly empty out my thing again. There we go. Spraying hard coat through the airbrush when I'm done. Now that actually is quite a sound idea. Right. Where did I put that bit that I had earlier? It's gone. Right, we'll just get a new one. Ah. Here we go, here we go. Spraying hard coat, that's quite a good idea. Excuse me, going to work on some Shaven, I assume that's Skaven, and a Sons of Horus model on my live at 7 PM Central. Nice one. Unless you mean it's a Shaven Sons of Horus. I think most of them were, weren't they? Meanwhile, finished building my Arcanaut Ironclad. Nice. Hello, Merlin. I see you down there. Cool, it's looking good. It's looking good. Right, and with that, next we are going to add a bit of the old Mephiston. Looks good. Makes you think about getting an airbrush. It's a good thing to get. Like I said, I'm still very new to airbrushing, but I'm using this as an excuse to try it out. Phileas Life hands being covered in paint during a paint sesh. Oh, yes. Very much mustard hands. Hey, yo, I got a question. Do you think it's possible to learn airbrushing when shivering? Brushwork is hard for me. Do many mistakes, but I love it. Thanks, buddy. Honestly, throw yourself at it. That's all I could ever say in learning anything. Throw yourself at it. Accept the mistakes and learn from them. It's how I learned. Because I'm not very steady either, but I have gained a kind of steadiness. So, while it may only be to an extent, one will find one's steadiness. How is Merlin? Merlin's alright. He's going blind, so that's why he's not jumping up like he used to. Because he can't see the table, and he's a bit anxious now, bless him. But other than that, he's good. Eternally ravenous. And still a silly little boy. Storm Shield, not Hardcoat. Don't want the fire being glossy. Storm Shield. I've not heard of that. So is that a non-gloss version of Ardcoat? Because I put some Ardcoat on the base first, knowing that the paint would kind of go over it. There we go. Hopefully I've not made this too thick. I think it's alright. Yeah, it's running smoothly enough. I'm going to wash it immediately after, so it's fine, it's fine. What you talking about, Willis? It's fine. Storm Shield through the airbrush, good idea. Ardcoat is gloss varnish, and Storm Shield is the matte. Okay, I knew they had that the gloss was Ardcoat, but I didn't realise that they had a matte one called Storm Shield. So, thanks, I'll leave this up. Thank you, Jack the Clipper, I appreciate it. I should actually test it on me. Oh, look at that lovely bit of red. Too much mind, just a little bit. There we go. Not too much on this side either, just a little bit. Just a smidgen of the old red. Oh, look at that. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Same on the top here, I do reckon. My lubber. There we go. Getting a nice bit of gradient there from yellow to orange. I will add a bit of blue on the top, as I said, but that's a bit later. There we go. Cool. All right. Excellent. Nice. Do I play Space Marine 2? I do. I enjoy it very much. And do you? If so, what class is your go-to? Over-thinning isn't a big deal, just need more layers. Under-thinning means clogs. This is true. But thankfully, it seems like I got that just right. Because the trouble, I often over-thin, and then I get these weird splodges all over my paint job, and that sucks. It makes me sad. Right, so let's just quickly...
The chapter has gained a new subscriber.
Hey, a new subscriber. Thank you so much. Really starting to see the pattern on my thing here. That's cool. That's that. We'll just quickly add a little bit more liquid in here, just to sort of get this out. There we go. Just basic cleaner. Making a nice sun here, you know what I'm saying? Death Guard character ideas, lots of mold. Or he's absurdly clean and it's a parody. Primer Cheeto in Ardcoat. That's your fire effect. Sounds about right. There we go. If you get splodgy, you need more distance and or less pressure. Unfortunately, my airbrush is very awkward when it comes to pressure. I need a better, you know, machine. Why have I forgotten the word? You know when it's a word you always use when you forget it? That's what I'm having right now. Alright, cool. We got some fire that's happening here. Let's just quickly stick it on the Salamander, just to sort of see how it's looking so far. Also like to point out I did the flame there by hand. I'm very proud of it. Great unclean one. Yes, that's just Merlin. Right, so then we just stick that on there. Come on, get in there. Oh, I think I got it upside down like a silly boy. Let's try that again. There we go. Yep, we're starting to see something now. Definitely starting to see some fire. Yeah, that's what I like. Alright, cool. Cool. What's good is that the softness of it actually really helps with the fact that no matter how I angle it, the flame's going to go slightly down like a flamethrower actually does. Day 13 of building a Salamander's combat patrol. Oh, that'll be dope. Thanks for joining us, Fire Team Blue. Thank you, thank you. What if you do that and skulls and fire on the base? Maybe I will. Also playing right now. Nice. No, it's just starting to look good. It's starting to look good. Literal fire, indeed. Spooky tater tot. There's ones I got from the Harbour Freight. There are 2 quick connection lines. Each one has own regulator. Okay, I really need to look into it. Alright, cool. So we're onto something here. I like that. Gonna add the faintest bit of blue up here. And then I'm gonna add the faintest bit of black down here. And then I'm gonna say we're more or less done. More or less. Because I don't need it to be perfect, I just need it to be good enough. That is the whole point of the series I'm doing. Is to be brave and go for it. They brought hand flamers back? Absolutely. Absolutely. Or Inferno pistols, to be exact. Yes, indeed. Little black on the... Yes, absolutely. We are thinking the same, you and I. In fact, I will do the black right now. Actually, no, I'll do the blue now. Or the purple, I should really say. Blue or purple? That's another question. Alright. A very deep blue, that's for sure. I mean, Macragge blue could work if it's faint enough. Pop that there as a possible. What else do I have? Any deeper blues out here? There's Cantor blue. That might work. What do you guys reckon? What kind of blue might work well for the flame where it touches the pistol there? What do you guys reckon? I mean, I had some technicals. Let's have a look. I know I have a bit of this contrast paint, Azamon blue, but I don't know if that'll work so well on the flames. I'll leave it out here though, just in case. Blue washes. I do have... Closest to blue I've got in terms of actual washes or shades is Drakenhof Nightshade. I do also have Drushi Violet, if we want to lean more towards purple. But at the same time, I've also got a Kellyan Green, which is blatantly not green, which is perfect for the Alpha Legion. But still, yeah. A teal might work that expands into a dark blue. I might have to mix one at this rate, I think. I think I'm going to have to mix me a dark blue. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, let's mix something up. And I think I'm going to use Cantor. I'll use Cantor. It's a nice, decent blue. Pull these bad boys away. And a little bit of the old Drushi Violet on top, which I'll probably put right at the base. But I'll probably just do that with a brush, frankly. Should you work on your Astra Militarum or your Death Guard? Do the Militarum, that's what I say. The Militarum. Right. Now with that, let us jump into a mix, shall we? Let's get mixing. That's still there. There we go.
The chapter has gained a new subscriber.
Whoa.
Welcome.
It's like he just noticed a horde of Termagants over his shoulder and illuminated them as an afterthought. Absolutely as an afterthought. I like it. I like that a lot. So, let's have a quick think here. Actually, I'm going to trust my gut. I'm just going to do it straight in my airbrush. I'm going to be crazy about it. Oh, look, there's still lots of red. I forgot to mop that up. Now I'm being a very silly boy. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Here we go. Oh, is it out of batteries? Oh, no, my thing's out of battery. Let's quickly plug it in. The wire's a bit awkward there, you see. Oh, there we go. Now we're back in business. Beautiful. Okay. Let's just stick a bit of the old Cantor blue in there. Lovely jubbly. We're going to need a bit more. This is going to go either really well or it's going to go horrifically wrong. What do you guys predict? Really well or horrifically wrong? There we go. That's a bit of the old Cantor. Hit it with a bit of Abaddon. Tiniest bit of Abaddon. You left to go doom scrolling and it brought you back here. It's destiny. You're meant to be here. You are meant to be here with us. You thought you could get away? Ah. Fate had other ideas for you. Question: if the Tyranids are so adaptable, why are they still pew-pewed by bolters even after a long campaign? Because they forgot. They forgot about the bolters, that's why. It's the perfect answer, you don't need to research it any further than that. Let's go! Horribly wrong! Yay! No better way to learn than by doing it and going horribly wrong. Right. Let's get some drips in there now. There we go. Beautiful. Ooh, lovely jubbly. Now that is a nice deep blue, which we can add a bit of purple to. Hopefully just enough for what we're doing. I'll probably just hold this in my fingers, frankly. Actually, no, I will put it in the handy thing, but then I'll hold the handy thing. Alright, here we go, guys. Because I love knights, I started a knight army back in March. Nice. But I've been scared to touch them with paint because I'm unsure of what to throw on them. Got any ideas? Well, in the end, just think of something that you really like. Like for my knight, I love the Punisher. So I did him up Punisher style. I've lost the flames. Where the hell did I put the flames? Oh, there it is. For a minute, I thought I lost them for good. But in the end, I can't tell you what's good. I can't give you ideas really on that front. Only you truly know what's good. Alright. There's that blue, or is a very dark blue, but that's fine. Very gentle bit of blue on there. There we go. Literally as gentle as that. See how gentle that is? That's how gentle we're going with this blue. There we go. I might build it up a bit more, but we're going to stick with this for now. Lovely, lovely. Yeah. Alright, nice. I feel Baharoff would have been good. I agree. And I might yet add a little bit of Baharoff in there, but I like this. I think this is quite good. And I think with some purple, there we go. It'll look excellent. Alright, cool. I think that's about as far as I'm going to go with that. Because I don't want to make it too dark. Whoops. Yeah, excusez-moi. Let's add a little bit more liquid in there, help wash it out. And we're going to jump onto some blacks on the end. Or purple. No, we'll do the purple next, so we'll do the black at the end, because I'm not too worried about how that comes out. Adding blue to this sun. Your suggestion was great. I've been on the fence about how I want to approach it, but I've given you an idea. Oh, care to share the idea? I'd love to know what is going in your head. There we go. Just clear out. There we go. Beautiful. Cool. All right. Nice. Now, for the purple, probably going to hit it with Druchii Violet. You know what? I'm not even going to use the airbrush. I think I'm just going to use a regular brush. There we go. Oop, maybe not that much. Let's lessen that a little bit off the brush. There we go. Alright. Just right around the base there. I do want it to be quite harsh stocked. I've seen fires, like suddenly it's just not purple. It's like, oh, alright. As quick as you like. There we go. Alright, nice, nice, nice. Hey, Nick the Salamander. Hello, hello. Oh, damn, thank you so much for the super chat, Spooky Tater Tot.
Received a gift.
Hey, you're a legend. Gotta support a son of Nocturne. I appreciate you 1,000-fold. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Let no one tell you otherwise. And if they do tell you otherwise, tell them, you know, to go suck something painful. I don't know where I'm going with that. Alright, now just add a little bit of black on the end. And then I'm going to leave the flames for now. And we'll come back to them. I'm feeling very pleased with them, though. This is definitely good enough. And that is the name of the game. Same with, I don't know if you guys know the fact that within the next couple of days there's going to be a new long-form video coming out, the first of the new series, Good Enough. Wherein I will show how I made this Kakarodon Space Marine, which was going to be for Shark Week, but then I only thought, you know, had it suggested to me, like, halfway through Shark Week, and, you know, time is a thing. Time is a real thing to deal with. Once I've done this airbrush, I will stick him under your noses if you're curious. For those who have not yet seen him. There we go. Yes, hi, Nick the Salamander! Hello, says Grumpy Toaster. I'm new to painting. I'm doing Ultramarines. Nice, Ultramarines were my first as well. I have loved Ultramarines for 25 years, so that is an excellent choice of chapter. I was thinking, for my Knight Dominus, of doing some flowers on the shoulder plates in purple. Oh, that's cool. I'm thinking about a mix of gold, white, and purple for the armor. Very mechanical colors for the skeletal. That'll be really cool. Always time for Legion of the Damned during Halloween. That's very true. Let's get some black out here, guys. Come on, where's my black? Where is my black? Why is my black not coming through? Give me that black, damn you. Okay, black's not coming through. Let's just add a little more. Where did I put the black? There it is. Still wish to build a knight in Minecraft. Damn. That would look very cool, I imagine. There we go. I don't even need that much black, but I just can't seem to get enough. I see you, cat. I know you're hungry. Don't worry, you'll get fed soon at the usual time. He acts like I never feed him. He gets fed at the same times every day. And yet he's acting like I never feed him. You're a daft cat, aren't you, boy? You're a daft cat. Alright, here we go. Ultramoon was the first Marine I painted, then started Sons of Horus for the Horus Heresy. Nice. There we go. Well, there we were. What's going on? What is happening with my black right now? I'm so puzzled. Ow, then I just stabbed myself. Hang about. Alright, hang on. There's some warp nonsense going on here. I can smell it. Alright, get me a nice blob. There we go. Look, there's black. No one can deny it. I have a blob of black paint right here. The blob of black paint is going into my airbrush. There is now black paint in my airbrush. It cannot be denied. And with that, I'm putting in a drop of this stuff. Bloop. There we go. Lovely jubbly. I'm now making it nice and wet. There we go. That's good. I'll actually put in an extra blob. You trust me, Lemon Child? That's what I like to hear. But at the moment, I don't trust myself. Some weird shenanigans are happening right now. I'm not sure what it means. There is some warp nonsense going on here. Right. Put the lid on that. Okay. Come on, black paint. Show me where you at. There, look at that. There we go. It's really wet, but it's there, and it's black. And it will do. Okay, here we go. Let's get this fire looking good. Here we go. Bit on the end there. Just the end. There we go. Hope I create something. Hope they create something they'll be proud of. Absolutely. Cool. I think that there is probably the best I'm going to do. It is good enough. Cool. That will do nicely. I'm not going to pursue the fire any further than that. We'll stick him on the bad boy in a moment and get a final look at him. Just going to quickly sort this out. There we go. Some more liquid in there. Give it a good poke, a good prod. There we go. Stimulate it a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's starting to gum up a little bit, I think. So, thankfully, I'm just about done with the airbrush today. So I'll be able to give this a thorough wash later on. There we go. There we go. Lovely, lovely. I'm just improving how to sort it. I'm really not sure. I'm just going with my gut. Is that clamp for a VR sensor? Yes, it is. Or at least I've got one. I have got one, if it isn't this one. Haven't done VR for a long time, because obviously I've had an accidente. Okay, so here we have our salamander boy. Here he comes, walking in. Let's just get this here. Stick it on there. There you go. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's a little darker, so I might actually get the yellow again and stripe in there after all. Because again, it has gone a little bit darker. Vulcan lives! Yes, exactly, Nick the Salamander. You're here just in time. Put blue in your airbrush and it came out red. Brandon spills. Oh dear. Alright, cool. I mean, you can tell what it is, so that's good. Hobbyists will use anything not cemented down at this stage. Absolutely. Alright. Alright, we're definitely onto something, so that's good. But I'm definitely going to hit it with another smack of yellow going right down the middle. Uriel yellow. That's what I'm going to hit it with. re-brighten it in there. And then I think that should hopefully be it. You know what I'm saying? What is your favorite chapter? Mine is the Ultramarines. And they have been my favorite chapter for about 20 to 25 years. A lot of people, when I say that, oh, it's just because you've played Space Marine. I'm like, nah, I've liked them way longer than the games, amigo. There we go. But no, I like their method of engaging war. And when I was first into this hobby, first time ever, I just went for the blue guys because blue's my favorite color. So it all worked out. There we go. Working on my Hammerfall bunker. Nice. My friend is Tyranids. I thought it would be a cool fight. Yeah, well, if you're dealing with Tyranids, you need something for them to crash against. You know what I'm saying? So that is smart. Boop. There we go. Alright. There we go. Just get another blob in there. Doop. There we go. Get that paint in there. Lovely jubbly. This is looking like it should be good. Hydrant dominoes. Absolutely. Vulcan's most returnable Primarch. But I think people forget that if they do, it'd mean a second age of the second age of technology for the Imperium. There we go. And the stuff he creates is crazy. Absolutely. You are absolutely right there. There we go. Let's just do a sweep over. Get that. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That yellow is nice and bright again. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, it's very little yellow. There we go. Cool. Right, that's much better. I am Alfarius, but the problem is that I am Alfarius. Alright, cool. I fully believe Vulcan's coming back. It's actually not a coping mechanism as a salamander. You know what? I think he's coming back too, actually. I really do. Oh, come on, get in there. Why ain't she getting in there? There we go. There we go, look at that. Very good. Very, very pleased. It's good enough. And that's all we need. I'm very pleased with it. Right, so now, I think, given that I've only really got about 10 minutes left to be on the live stream, I think I will probably add the shading to this bit. That's what I'll do next. We'll do the old brown to purple. No, sorry, brown, light brown, dark brown, black gold. With purple. There we go. I got there in the end. Language. I'm a voice actor, don't you know? Language is my thing. I'm a voice actor, so that way I don't actually have to voice. Add a little bit of blue or something in the Infernal Pistol's barrel. I agree. It's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to slap it with the old Seraphim Sepia. Where did I put you? There you are. Just straight up, nice and easy. Not too worried about this layer. You know what helps though? Actually having some Seraphim Sepia on your brush. There we go, look at that. It's like it's now doing its job because it's actually there. Crazy, right? Do a battle report sometime. I intend to, don't you worry. Nem7 is back. Welcome back. What's your favourite Xenos race? Oh, goodness. At the moment, it might be the Necrons. I really like the Necrons. But I like all of them. I like all of them for their own reasons. Even the Eldar, which a lot of people like to take a colossal dump on. But not me. Right. Obviously, you won't see much of that because it's already kind of gold. Just quickly give it the old puff dry. There we go. You want to try voice acting? Absolutely. I think everyone should give it a go if they feel it. It's a great thing to do. It's so much fun. Right, now I'm going to smack it with a bit of Agrax Earthshade. Agrax Earthshade. Eldar are only good for biomass. Oh, that hits me. That hits me hard. Why would you say such a thing? Poor Eldar, they've been through a lot of crap. Of their own making, sure, but still. There we go. Nice and easy. Spread it a little bit down. You're good. Okay, cool. That's that. What's your airbrush model? I don't remember. The compressor is an OASSER. O-A-S-S-E-R. As for the head itself, I have no clue. I just kind of roll with it. I don't know any of these things, yeah? Heard Eldar getting a bit hostile with Night Lords. Oh, I can imagine. I like doing voices a lot. Others like it. I've been asked if I do it. It's something you should look into, amigo. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, next thing I'm going to add now is the Nuln Oil. Not tons, just enough. Just towards the end. There we go. And then that's when we're going to start adding the purple and blues. With that done. There we go. Looking good. I like it. Just finished the Helldrake. Nice. I just love watching the dude huck a rock at him, you know? It's freaking brilliant. Whoa. Thoughts on mixing Acadian and Bloodpact box to make some cultists for your Alpha Legion? I have thought. I have. The Eldar had an orgy so good they created a whole ass chat. God, absolutely, man. I mean, not a lot of people can lay credit to that. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Ah. Right, now we got the old Juicy Violets. Ooh, ah. Oh, I love this purple. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. There we go. There you go, sort of see a bit of that burn there. What a burn! Sort of add some drippets of the purple on it as well. There we go. You can sort of see it now. Because again, it's only a hand flamer. Nothing too crazy as Protheum-based flames go. A bit more purple on the old brush. And for those who are only just here, I did the flame on the shoulder myself, hand painted. Very proud of myself. Go. Nice. Got a nice bit of burn there. I like it. Looks good as hell. Thank you very much. Damn, bro. I appreciate it. Fatman's Kitchen. Got a Dorito Dread turning into a Sonic Dread. Nice. How are you going to do that? Phosphorus thrower, sorry, not thrower. Alright. So that should go well with these flames when time all comes. Actually, I'll give that a quick puff dry. Ah. I'm looking forward to sticking the lighting on this. Welcome back, Ace of Dragons. Welcome back. Just in time for a fit with the shading on this. Won't be long until the lighting goes on, which hopefully will look good. We shall see, though. Right, just jam this in there. Hopefully it still fits alright. Get in there, bad boy. There we go. Cool, look at that. That's not bad. Once the lighting's added, I think it will look excellent. What do you guys think? What would you guys like to see? Decent size as well, really. I mean, it's like bigger than it was in my head, but now I see it. I'm like, no, it's actually a pretty good size for a hand. Basically a hand flamer. Or Inferno pistol, as I should say. Thanks for saying hi, Agent School. Nice. Right, I'm gonna probably attempt to use my hell brush. Hell brush? It's because I was thinking of hell pistols. My airbrush to add lighting on him, but I'm probably gonna save that for next time. Or I'll do it off camera. Hell yeah, real flamethrowers had some range. It's true, they really did. But for just a little hand one, this is a good range, I think. Looks fire. Hey, how about that? Ain't an Inferno pistol a melter? No, an Infernal pistol... Inferno pistol... I don't think... Is that the melter? Do I have egg on my face right now? Am I being a silly boy? Necron flamers are so over the top, they're funny. Literally opens a portal into a star, and that's how the flames come out. Yeah. Is he an actual salamander or just another Alfarius? Well, regardless of which I say, would you believe me? That's the real question. Cool. I am looking for... Because the flame does look a bit dim, but I think that's mostly because he hasn't got any lighting. But I may yet add more yellow to him. I've yet to really decide. But no, yeah, I'm super, super pleased with this guy so far. Super pleased. And I think this is probably where I'm going to leave it for the day. Oh, from top down looks very cool as well. Hell nah. Necron is OP. Absolutely, Andrew. Necron are OP. Yeah, and this is settling on nicely. I think I might give it another quick layer of Micro Sol, actually. Help it stick further. Preview time! That's true. I need to show you guys the Kakarodon that's going to be up on the channel in just a couple days. Probably less. It's probably going to be up within 24 hours, to be honest, but don't hold me to that. Let's quickly get a bit of this Micro Sol on here. There we go. Nice, nice. Until they meet Gilliman, see a sword can permaban them. Absolutely. Oh, Gilliman. He's my boy. He is my boy. So, the Kakarodon, where is he? Here he is. He's another kit-bashed one. Here he is. Because Kakarodons are known for having, I think, Tyberos? Was that his name? The Red Wake? You know, the biggest non-Primarch Space Marine out there, with massive armor. So I thought, I can't really do that, but I can make a colossal sword. So I made this bad boy. And you can see I did a really crappy attempt at some kind of shark helmet-like thing. But I really like it. I really like it. Robot Girl Man's pretty OP. He is. We also got this dope cape here as well. And I'm very pleased with the base. It's completely flat. There's no texture. I just painted this. And you'll find out exactly how I painted it in a few days. I keep saying that. It's more like a day. He already has a kit bash Primarch. Is the Alpha Legion. Yes, just all of them. All of them are Alfarius. I do have a Gilliman model, which I've almost finished, but I haven't done him for a long time because annoyingly I was recording it and then I lost the footage. And yeah, that's that. Looks good. Thank you so much, Zombie. Thank you so much. That's dope bone sword for that Kakarodon. Absolutely. It's ridiculously over the top, but I'm like, it suits. It just suits so much. Again, this is going to be the first model for the Good Enough series, because he's good enough. It doesn't need to be better than this. And yet it still looks very good. Yes, you guys will see. As well as the next one, which is going to be this Dark Angel I did. The Salamanders and Dark Angels were tied for which one I would do next in the vote on Discord. But I decided this guy because I felt like him. You can see how I did a contrast green over metallic to give him a nice metallic look there. He's the 40k Dragon Slayer, absolutely. He's got a slightly different coloured power sword. I thought just something a bit different. And standing on rivers of blood. With a bit of very basic object source line. Absolutely love the Dark Angel. Thank you. I'm very proud of him. With slightly darker skin tone on this guy because it was something new. And of course I green stuffed the robe and all that. And I hand drew this sigil. And oh man, I can't believe how well it actually turned out. Plasma glowing sword colour. Thank you so much, Andrew. Dark Angel Battle Brother. Biggest dickus. Absolutely. Gonna steal that pose to your sergeant. It's a good idea. Because it kind of suits. In hindsight, I could have just got the, you know, the Blade Guard veterans. They have great arms like this. I just cut a bit of the shoulder off and stuck it in, because as anyone who does Space Marines know, the beauty of Space Marines is these big pauldrons. You can hide anything with them. And then, of course, after the Dark Angel, it's going to be this guy. And honestly, the only truly special thing about him is the flame. So, yeah. I'm very pleased with it. But yes, it's now 6 o'clock my time, so this is where I'm going to love and leave you all. So, thank you all so much for joining me, guys. It's been great. A great fun chat. I love the live streams on Sundays. Maybe I'll make them short format more often, you know, have more folks turn up and all that good jazz, but I really appreciate you guys showing up and whatnot. And I guess the last thing I can say is look out for the Good Enough series to be coming out very soon, and remember that the Emperor is always guiding your brush. See you guys next time. And don't forget to join the Discord.